Had to make it a little scary for Halloween.
Coach, you've talked about the keys to the game, and I think you almost accomplished every single one of them today.
How about that?
Can you just talk a little bit about today's match with that?
Yeah, every game we go in and we talk to our players about keys to victory, what it's gonna take to win a game. And those keys don't ever change. The way we go about accomplishing those keys may change, but those keys always stay the same. One of them is playing with fanatical effort. We can't allow our team to allow opponents to play harder than us. That's one of them. One of them is dealing with adversity. When things get tough, just keep playing. Have that so what, now what mentality. The other one is takeaways. Getting the ball. Defensively, we talk about getting 3, and then offense, we talk about not giving the ball up. And I thought our guys did a great job today, not turning the ball over. And we talk about having fun. I thought our guys competed and had fun while we were out there. So and then discipline. That's a big one too. We talk about penalties and selfish penalties. Those are the ones that I get emotionally hijacked by is the selfish penalties. And our guys did a good job with that today. I think we had 5 penalties. But we accomplished those keys. We do that week in, week out. We'll have ourselves a winning football team.
You talk so much about kind of playing good in the third quarter, and you guys scored 14 there. The defense gave up 0. Can you just talk about how, again, you talked about it so much the whole season, and you finally saw it happen tonight? Can you just talk about that?
Well, I was just excited about our team just showing up. I talked to them all year long. We haven't shown up. We haven't shown up for 4 quarters. We shown spurts here and there, but not for 4 quarters. And I thought this game, our guys played for 4 quarters and made things happen. And in the third quarter, it was good to see our guys come out and play that well. You start thinking about it, like the games where we get the ball in the second half, we usually do better. The games where we don't get the ball, we haven't done it. We changed some things in the third quarter. I know those games in the past, but especially the ones that we lost. Our opponents had the ball come out at halftime and they held it for about 6 or 7 minutes. And that, if you think about it, that's our offense hadn't been on the field for almost 30 minutes. You count halftime and being out there, and so we felt that was a part of it too, being rusty, getting out there and not being able to go. So we come out after halftime, we actually to go through pregame warm-up like we do in pregame, and get out and hit and get going again, just to get our guys going. And we feel like it's helped us a little bit.
Coach, Jalen Wester got his first start of the year, and I think led the team in tackles and was sort of all over the field for you guys. To have a true freshman like that who's able to come in, in sort of a high pressure moment and have a performance like he did, how does that make you feel? To see a guy who you recruited come out and
from
play like that.
From hometown too.
Yeah.
I like seeing the hometown guys represent, but we couldn't have it to a better person. If you all get a chance to meet Jalen and talk to him, he's one of those guys that we love being around. He's gonna brighten the room every day. Every time he come in, he's gonna say, do something, put a smile on your face. And that's every day. Every time you see him, he's smiling. You would look at a guy, you're too nice to play linebacker. But when you go out on the field, it's totally different. And I said it before to you guys, and I meant it, man. He'll be All-American before it's over with. Before his career is over here, if he can stay healthy. The kid is really, really good. And he's starting to show all of us what he's capable of doing. Just going out there, not even missing a beat, and being out there. I love the kid. I love the way he plays. He played the game the way he's supposed to play, especially defensively.
So, Coach, I want to talk about that first scoring drive.
He let me finish on.
Yeah, I got to do that. So
wait. Let me finish on him first.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm bragging on him. I need to brag on him.
Okay.
He's done a great job for us. And again, both of them, him and his brother, did a good job. But Jalen, you can't say enough about him. And again, he practiced that way. So when you practice that way, you play that way. And that's how he is in practice. He's always ticking somebody off in practice because he go hard. So I can't be more proud of him, young man, and Jalen.
Okay, sorry about that. I couldn't see on that end, but if you want to brag about it, more power to you. I know you're in a good mood anyway, so I'm going to give you an interesting analogy as I saw it in the press box. That first touchdown made it look like a pet owner throwing a frisbee to his dog, you know, because you were so wide open. So how uplifting was that for the team, knowing that you got off to it was really open and nothing but clear daylight?
I'll tell you, we're good about the players. We put it in and it worked. It worked like we said it would. And, well, we didn't think it would be that open, but we felt like we'll have some mismatch in that situation. Yeah, when he came wide open, I was shocked. Like, where's the defender? You know, I just knew somebody was going to be on him, and it was great execution by our guy.
You see, Burton and Tony Johnson, it's been a while since they've been in the end zone. How good was it to see them contribute and Nkosi look for them in big situations?
Well, I tell you, like for me, what was good is to see those guys practice that way, practice hard, and practice that way. All those guys you named, but they had a heck of a week of practice. And I told our team, if we practice like that every week, it'd be hard to beat us, But those results that we got in the passing game is because of how they practice. We got worked on that timing all week with the deep balls, and then those corner routes. Tony just got to he does things right all the time. He's one of those guys. And again, it's good to see him make those plays. And Burton, we've seen Burton catch those deep balls like that. It was good to see him come back. He had tweaked his hammy the week before, so it was good to see him back. And that was a great connection by him and Nkosi.
Michelle and Antoine mentioned that you guys really went in with that game safety block in the final play. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I know I'm sounding repetitive, but Michael Antone practiced his hell off last week. I mean, flying around. Coach Orlando was talking to our guys about getting to the ball. We need 7 or 8 guys to run to the ball. This dude was way across the field. He's sprinting. I'm standing in the middle of the field. I see him run past me, getting to the ball. I'm like, man. And it was constant, and I had to tell him, bring him some water. He's running like that, bring him. But he practiced hard. He practiced with a purpose last week. And it paid off. Right there, that play at the end, it was funny because Coach Orlando was like, I need a timeout, Coach. And I heard some of the players like, we don't need a timeout, Coach. They got this. And sure enough, Mike went and got the ball down. It was cool to see his teammates believe in him. And it was cool to see those guys play for each other. I challenged our football team to go out there and play for one another. I told them, I haven't seen that yet. We played with each other, but we haven't really played for one another. It would be great to go out there and see you guys just show up and play for your team, man. I always tell them the way they play has got to be like it's a gift to their teammates, not the coaches and everybody else. It's to their teammates. They go out there every single day. They work all off season long, and they got to learn to play for one another. When they do that, great things happen.
Coach, Riley Thompson had the 71-yard punt. I think he had another 66-yarder or something. To have a punter like that where he can pin you guys, can pin the opposing team to 1 yard line, how much does it help you guys?
It's a weapon. We needed that against this football team. Coming to this game, that was our goal, is to try to make them go the long distance. We didn't want any short field for them. We needed them to go the long distance, and sure enough, he flipped the field for us big time. We needed that from him because the week before he didn't have a good game. And for him to come in and bounce back this week, much needed for us. Very happy for Riley, and again, he's a weapon. And we got him.
To win a 1-score game after sort of losing the last game in the last second field goal.
I don't remember that game.
And losing a couple of other 1-score games, how good does it feel to get that 1-score win under your belt?
I think what's good about it is that our guys staying focused and staying locked in and believing in each other, believing in what we all set out to do. Our guys, you can easily go the other way when you hear all the negative chatter and all that, but our guys stayed focused and found a way to get the win. It seemed we close. Our guys, we said it all year. That's what's frustrating about it all is that we are close. We've been close all year. We've just been shooting ourselves in the foot. So that part was frustrating. But for our guys to keep fighting, keep finding a way, keep believing, and like I said today, to find a way to pull this off was big. That's another step in the right direction. And now for our football team, can we play consistent? Can we play consistent winning football? That's the challenge for us. And we got a bye week to get ready and then be ready to go out and see if we can play consistent football.
So, Coach, I have a 2-part question leading about what you said. First of all, you're still you still have a chance to become bowl eligible. This win certainly helped your case, and now you have what's it like to have 2 bye weeks in a short period of time within a month? I know it probably helps a lot for the coaching, and again, you still are very much, some
No,
winnable football games.
it's great to have the bye week the way that it came for us too. We had it 3 weeks ago and it allowed us to get some guys back and healthy, and we knew we had 3 ball games and had another one, so our guys, after this game tonight, our guys are gonna need a couple of days off. It was a physical ball game, and so it's good to have those and get some guys back, and then we got a 3-game streak that we gotta go play, and they always say, the games they remember in November, so, it's gonna be November when we get back out here, and we gotta come ready to play, so that starts with our next game.
When we talked to Coach Dearman the past week, he was kind of saying the game against Utah, there was kind of that lack of explosive plays, maybe less than any game this season. But you guys have that, the coach looked way more confident, the receivers did as well. Can you just talk a little bit about,
I think what you saw today is you saw our offense play with a little more tempo than what we've been playing all year, and we play with tempo. We get those explosive plays, they happen often. So again, you saw that tonight, us getting back to playing with some tempo, and throwing the ball down the field. Not when you have to throw the football down the field, but mixing it up and keep the defense off balance. It was good to see that our guys got that one. But really, it was good to see us get back to some fundamentals, doing fundamental things right. We went back and watched the UTEP game. It wasn't a scheme or anything. It was all fundamentals. Drop balls, stepping wrong when it comes to blocking someone, or missed tackle. It was all fundamental things. So it was good to see our coaches go back and really harp on those things. I thought it paid off for us tonight.
Can you talk a little
That's
bit?
one.
Okay. Can you talk a little bit about the defense just as a whole? I know you're facing a running back that McBride catches the ball and went for 168 yards, already over 1,000 yards. Can you talk about maybe how the defense facing that type of adversity, but still in other cases they were performing pretty well?
Well, I thought the 2 previous games kind of prepared us for this game. We had 20 teams that we played against, but I think with our guys, you take away that long run, I thought they did a really good job. It was probably the best job against McBride this year. You take away that long run that we gave up, but it happens when you get a lot of guys to the ball. I got preached 7, 8 guys to the ball, and against a ball carrier like him, you have to do that. He'll make that first guy move or run through that tackle. So I thought our guys did a great job of really not just one guy, 2, 3, 4 guys get to the ball and tackle. And I thought our D-line did a great job. It was key. A lot of times we made contact on them on the line, on their side of the ball at the line of scrimmage when we did hit them. And that was great. So they ran to the ball. We know for us that's key to us playing really good defense is running to the ball. And when you do that, sometimes that makes up for mistakes that you have.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Coach.
Michael?